Elyas.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am very good.
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to the Deep Tech Summit. It's really a pleasure having you with us today. My first question, Elyas, before we get to the real questions, can you give us an introduction of yourself?
Of course, thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you for putting together this event. Thank you for the vision of the leadership of UM6P. This is something incredible because it makes us proud as North African. It makes me proud
Yeah.
to see such an event, such an organization, such a dynamic, such as an enthusiasm coming from young people like you who are part of the
Thank
organization.
you.
So I can only be proud and almost emotional about seeing this happening
Thank you.
in this part of the world. My name is Elyas Felfoul. I am a director at WISE, the World Innovation Summit for Education, an initiative of Qatar Foundation. And I am passionate about anything related to education and technology. And I manage the EdTech track at WISE.
Well, again, thank you, Elyas, for being with us. I guess my first question would be we are here on the second day of the Deep Tech Summit. What's your takeaways of these 2 days of the Deep Tech Summit and the whole initiative as
I came with low expectation. I came here because I came with a level of curiosity, but a very humble mindset of I want to come and learn from what's happening
yeah.
in Morocco. Uh, I was not expecting much, and I am impressed and blown away by these activations. Uh, I think it's a very important topic that uh, the UM6P leadership and the Deep Tech Summit
Yeah.
committee putting together, because they haven't just focused on tech or on disruptive AI or
Yeah.
whatever. They
Disruptive
focus on
technologies.
deep tech, and deep tech is, according to my understanding, is how do we fix real big societal problems,
Yeah.
but with research and with a level of education linked to it. So we're not just creating tech for the sake of creating tech. We are researching topics to solve perennial problems and mostly human problems. And that is impressive. So my hope, and I wish to see this in the next 5, 10 years, is a solution to, for example, cancer, curing cancer coming out of UM6P
Yeah.
students. That will be a dream scenario for me, and it will happen. It's not. I don't think this is something uh, completely far away. So for me to focus on and leveraging what you do with
Yeah.
UM6P and putting together an agenda to bring a community working on deep tech is transformative.
Okay, great, thank you. Well, I guess here what you're saying, and I join you on that actually, is we are very ambitious. And I think here what we're trying to set also is a next leap forward. And it's all for big transformation of Africa and really propelling deep tech for to propel Africa. So, and it's all happening at UM6P here in Morocco. So, my question is, what's your impression of this, and what's your impression of this impact on Africa in the next few years? And you already answered a bit of the question, but if you could just give us more insight on it.
10, 15 years ago, I moved to Singapore because I knew that the future belonged to Asia.
No.
My hope
And hopefully
that
Africa.
my hope that the next 20 years, the future belongs to Africa. When we say the future belongs to Africa, it starts with planning and preparations. I think you guys have put together the foundation for this immense work. Um, Africa has the largest pool of young people, and when we say the pool of young people, it comes with a huge percentage of young talents, untapped. I don't know how many kids in our continent right now that are didn't have access to education or
Education.
didn't have access to a place that can use its full potential, and that person is probably a young Einstein. So what we need is we need to create the right environment to find those exceptional brain
Yeah.
and and create those ecosystem to give them the opportunity to reach their full potential. I think UM6P is doing a huge part of that work, and I hope that the UM6P story create waves of inspirations in the region. We see beautiful stuff happening on from Ghana, Ashesi University.
Yeah.
We see beautiful stuff happening in Rwanda. We see beautiful stuff happening in South Africa.
Yeah. Kenya
I
too.
think what the next step is, how do we connect the dot between all of these important hub
Helps. Yeah.
and join forces to accelerate the change and accelerate the implementation of the right policies to get us, the outcome that we all dream of.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Elyas.
My pleasure.
Great insights from you. Thank you for your time.
Always a pleasure. All the best for
Thank you.
for you and the team. And I'm reserving my seat already for next year.
Well, you
Thank you.
would be more than welcome for
Thank
the
you.
next years.
For next years.
Next years, hopefully.
Awesome.
Thank you, Elyas.
Thanks.